Ooh, the light reflecting on my forehead right now is ridiculous. You really can't fucking see, like, there's a whole, like, all of my lighting reflecting off my forehead. That's really funny. I promise I'm not, like, oily, like, I'm actually super smooth. I think it's just that I have, like, a really big, smooth, reflective forehead. And, you know, I'm proud of it. Like, I love my forehead. It's, like, huge. It's definitely a 5 head. Could be a 6 head, maybe a 7 head, but I love it, so. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about my crystal collection, and I have some of my favorites here. I thought I could, you know, show you guys a little bit about my crystal collection. I am a spiritual person. I deal a lot with like different energy relationships to myself and to others, and I, you know, read tarot cards, and basically you could call me a witch. So that's something about me that you guys may or may not have known already, but yeah. And I have a pretty extensive collection of crystals. I think I've been collecting them for 4 or 5 years now, and I thought I would share some with you guys today just because they're really special to me. My last video was pretty long. I'm gonna try my very best to keep this one under 10 minutes. Can we do it? Don't know if we can do it, but I'm gonna try. So let me just go ahead and go through, starting with, I guess, quartz crystal types to other ones that I use really often. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what, you know, of course I'm going to tell you the name of the crystal, I'm going to tell you what I use it for, and I'm going to show you guys some really pretty close-ups and some really nice things and tidbits about the crystal. So let's go ahead and start off with clear quartz. So here is one of my favorite pieces of clear quartz. This crystal is basically an amplifier, and you can use it in order to kind of, what's the word? Kind of lift the energies that you want to have. It's kind of a clean slate. It's very clear. You can use them to program for your own wants and needs, or you can use them for meditation. I really find that staring into the different structures inside of a quartz crystal is so meditative and enjoyable, and it's something that I personally just absolutely love to do. I have a pretty big collection of quartz crystals. I'm just going to show you guys a couple of them really quickly. This one is double terminated. This one, super clear. I got this one really close to where I go to school, I think. Sometimes I forget. This one is a twin crystal, these are really good for relationships, soulmates, any problems that you might be experiencing with connection with yourself and with others. These can really, really help to give you the energy you need to guide yourself towards feeling secure. Another cute little double terminated one. So that's my a couple pieces of my quartz collection. I have a lot of crystals and I have a lot of quartz, so that's definitely not all of it. Give me a thumbs up or comment below if you'd like to see another video where I go more in depth on my crystals, or perhaps just one kind of crystal at a time, something like that, because I know watching super long videos isn't the best for everyone, you know, all the time. I personally, like, I come on YouTube and I'm like, yes, someone uploaded a 50-minute video, I can't wait to watch it. But that's just because I really like ASMR style videos, and I like to like wind back at the end of the day and like sit in my bed and put on a YouTube video and just hang out with my chosen YouTuber. So maybe that makes me weird, but this one's gonna be short. This one's really gonna be short. Maybe. Here we go. This is a sweet little rose quartz star that I got when I was with a school trip in Asheville, North Carolina. I don't remember the name of the store that I got this one at, but in any case, I just think it is so charming. You don't really see star-shaped rose quartz. Rose quartz is a stone of unconditional love, and it's really great for self-love. Here's another really nice piece of rose quartz crystal. This one is tumbled, and it hasn't lost its coloration like some other ones do when they're in sunlight. So either I've been really keeping this one in a dark place, which honestly, like, I'm really bad about that. I'm not so great to my pet rocks in that respect. A lot of them get exposed to light even when that makes them fade. It doesn't really take away from the qualities of the crystal, so it's not something that bothers me specifically that much, but I'm really impressed with how this one has held up. It's like still really, really pink. You can kind of compare them side by side and see like this one has a lot more pigmentation, which is pretty cool. Next I'm going to give you just this little tumbled piece of amethyst. I do have a lot more amethyst, and I keep it kind of over there, so I'm not going to get up and grab it because it's kind of in its spot for a reason. But in general, yeah, amethyst is one of my favorite stones for relaxation. It helps a lot with anxiety, it helps a lot with depression, it helps a lot with if you have any bad dreams or if you want better sleep at night. I keep this under my pillow most of the time. It's just something that's really, really great to have handy in order to have a good night's sleep. It's helpful for intuitive processes and to kind of cleanse and clear your mind. It's just a wonderful stone all around. So if you don't already have an amethyst and, you know, a clear quartz and, you know, a rose quartz and you're interested in crystals, like these are definitely a really good couple to have in your arsenal. Next one I'm going to talk about is going to be angel aura quartz, because oh my goodness, this is a beautiful stone. This is quartz crystal that has been bonded with minerals like platinum, titanium, and silver, I believe. I think that's what makes the angel aura iridescence kind of sheen. I think that's what it is those three minerals, or those couple things. But basically you can kind of see it glows in this pastel way when it's up against the light, and that's something that not only appeals to me aesthetically, obviously, but it really is a stone that helps you to focus and you can meditate with it for such a long time. It really brings me into kind of like a very light meditative state. I'm trying to like make this like accessible to people that don't know anything about spirituality or crystals and think that I'm probably like crazy for like believing this stuff, but it is, you know, it is something that I believe very deeply and that I found evidence to work for me, and that's just the way it is for me. So you guys, you know, of course you don't have to go out and be like, this is all real now or this is all fake. Like, I don't really care. You guys can think whatever you want about it, but that's just something I'm just letting you know what this is useful for me. And also, like, even if you don't believe in any of this stuff, like, why not? Like, why not have this really pretty, gorgeous angel aura quartz around to look at? Like, it's so cute. And I also have this one too, which you can't see the iridescence as well on camera because it's not as clear as this one is, but it's such a pretty cluster, and you know, it's freestanding, which is so nice and useful for me. Aquamarine. Oh, how I love aquamarine. This is such a soft and sweet crystal. It, you know, as implied by the name, has an energy that's very much like water, where it's very firm, but also it's very like where it's very resilient. It's a stone that has a very soft energy, and the energy in this rock is something that uplifts me and keeps me focused and keeps me in a loving and compassionate state when I need to be there. So I would say that the stone, you know, it really helps me with matters of the heart, also of the mind. It also resonates with me very personally because the green color is something that I always find myself very attracted to in crystals, especially this kind of light one. Aquamarine also comes in blue, but I particularly have always gone for the green aquamarine, so that's just something. This one is a raw chunk, and I got this one also pretty cheap at the store that I bought this other little piece that I'll show you guys in just a moment. So I think it was like $6 or $7, which is like, this is a pretty good hunk of aquamarine compared to this little heart piece, you know? So really nice stuff. Next, let's talk about Amazonite. This is another bluish, greenish stone that I resonate with a lot. This piece is also freestanding, which is really cool, and I got this at the same shop that I got my aquamarine hunk at. And Amazonite, I feel, is really good for the mind, for communication, for kind of like this area, this energy point on your body, for healing. And I find blue to be a very healing color for me, for healing mentally, I suppose, for healing with mental illness and thus it's very useful for me in times of depression. It's useful for me when I experience anxiety, and it's useful for me in general because it reminds me so much also of water. It has a pretty firm energy, and it actually really kind of helps me to access parts of my mind that are very creative and are always turning. So I really enjoy this crystal, and I enjoy working with this crystal. Let's talk about Garnet. This is my favorite grounding crystal ever. I love Garnet. Like, this crystal and me, man, like we go way back. I've had this crystal for maybe about 2 years now, like this specific rock. I've had this specific mineral for 2 years now, and it comes with me everywhere all the time. I always go through really intense bouts of depression during the winter, and I don't leave home without this in my pocket. It helps to ground me in a way that's a lot softer and subtler than other grounding crystals tend to, like tourmaline and like obsidian, all of those like really like dark matte black crystals. They're just so intense for me. Like, I get them and I'm holding them and I get like overwhelmed, and I couldn't imagine having that energy with me all day because it's just so strong. And I'm a very soft kind of person. I need very gentle. I need to be swayed very gently. I don't need to be knocked off of my block. I just need to know that I can hold on to something and that it will soothe me and kind of bring me back into my body during like dissociative episodes. And you guys are probably like, dang, like Wafi has some problems. And yeah, Wafi has some problems, but it's okay. I can get through them. I'm very strong and resilient, and this crystal helps me to remember that, and to always kind of keep it with me helps me to feel more myself. Oh my gosh, have you ever I was talking about this so casually, which I think is fine, but I mean, have you ever like dissociated when you're in the middle of like class and you just can't like pay attention, and you're like, oh, I really need to pass this class, and I just am all the way over there? Like, yeah, me too. Being able to reach in my pocket and know this is there is the one thing that has really helped me with that. So, mental crutch, maybe. Power of crystals, maybe. You decide. This is Labradorite. It's so pretty, this iridescent quality to it. It's just a very magical stone. I actually haven't worked with it very much yet. I bought this on a trip not too long ago, and I just love looking at it. Like, so far I've mostly just kind of looked at it. It's such a beautiful, beautiful stone, and I really don't know that much about it other than that it helps to enhance magic, it helps to enhance energy work, and it's very hypnotic. I'm just including this one because it's really pretty and I knew it would show up really pretty on camera. It's not a stone that I work with, so I can't really say it's one of my favorite stones, but you know, I thought you might enjoy seeing it, so I thought I'd bring it by. Last but not least, I have to talk about my favorite stone of all time, and you guys have probably noticed that I wear this pendant in like every single video. I wear this pendant every single day. The only time that I'm not wearing this pendant is when I'm cosplaying, because I can't, and well, that's a lie. I sometimes wear this pendant while I'm cosplaying, but usually I only wear it when it's with like a character that I can like hide it, you know. If like I can do a little bit of this and no one knows that it's there, then I'll wear it. But it's very important to me. It was given to me by someone who's very special to me, and it is my first like nice, gorgeous, here let me get a little closer, gorgeous piece of Moonstone. And if you guys can like see that, like, can you see that? Like, now you understand, right? This is a rainbow moonstone, and it's my favorite stone of all time. It clearly, by the name, you can tell that it resonates very much with the moon and moon energy, and lunar energy is very important to me. It's something that I work with all the time in my craft and with myself and for healing. And so, yes, Moonstone. I am wearing this all the time. I always have this on. I always have these on, and you guessed it, yep, these are all Moonstones too. Hopefully you can see. They have just this gorgeous shift to them, this gorgeous blue shift. And sometimes there's purple in there, and sometimes there's green in there. And, geez, it's just glorious. Every time I look at them, I can get lost in them. They're so comforting to me. Again, if I'm in like a dissociative state or just having a hard time with depression or anxiety or mental processes in general, being able to really just kind of like look down and know that I have, you know, this stone that really regulates emotions and has helped me to feel a lot more in control of myself and to feel a lot more intuitive, a lot more receptive, but also very strong and resilient. This, like, I know it seems like I'm reaching by saying that, like, oh, you know, this stone has given me powers to be a better person, but this stone has given me powers to be a better person. If you don't have any Moonstone in your life, I really recommend it. Not only is it just a beautiful stone, but it has such a lovely, sweet, soft energy. It's like carrying a moonbeam with you. Who doesn't want to carry a moonbeam with you? And it's just so pretty. It's really one of the most beautiful stones I've ever seen. And I'm obsessed with it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, everyone. I know that this is, I said it was going to be a short video, and it's like not a short video. I do have, you know, ideas to do like ASMR videos or soft-spoken videos in general, where I kind of like close up on these and talk about them a little bit in a slower tone. Some tapping might be nice, everybody likes a bit of tapping, and some scientific terms, because nothing puts me to sleep, personally, like scientific terms. It's just a fact of life. Science can be, don't get me wrong, I like science, but it can be, yeah, it can be a little boring. Or at least make you pretty sleepy and relaxed, because I fall asleep during my science classes all the time. But yeah. Thank you guys again, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye!